Hello everyone and welcome back to another In the Kitchen with Pen video. Today I'm going to take you through my whole dinner that I'm going to cook in my Ninja 15-in-1 all at once, but like most things it will require some prep. So what's it going to be? Good question. It's going to be stuffed chicken breasts, seasoned cauliflower and broccoli, and pasta in a tomato sauce topped with Parmesan cheese. So prep has to be done. I need to prep my chicken breasts. Gosh, couldn't even think then, could I? So come down and we'll start prepping the chicken. So what you need to do is just to make a small slit with a very sharp knife in the chicken, almost as if you're going to butterfly them, but you're not quite. So you do that to all of them, however many you have. I'm actually going to do 3, so that's 1.5 each, although if I'm absolutely honest, I'm pretty certain one of them won't get used, but better to have too many than not enough, and that way I've got one to freeze for another day. So we've made our slits, we've opened up, and I'm just going to wash my hands because I've touched raw chicken. And I know I'm going to be touching it again, but let's just keep things right. Take a spoon, take your boursin, and just pop it in like that. Everything's nice and cold. This boursin I'm not going to be using for anything other than this chicken, so don't think, oh, but she's putting that spoon back in and it's been on the raw chicken. Well, yeah, it has, but the boursin, that's it now, unless I were to use it for a sauce, which would be perfectly acceptable to do. Okay, a little bit more in that one. Right, so move that to one side. Spoon in wash. Quick rinse of my hands, and we're going to bring the chicken breasts over the top of the cheese. Now I'm doing boursin because it's got the garlic in there, so it's got the taste already. You could use mozzarella, but mozzarella really doesn't have any taste, does it? Let's be fair. It's very nice and stringy, but taste wise I'm gonna say, I know they rate it as a 1 with strength, I'd go probably a 0 with strength of cheese taste. Now I have some Parma ham, being very posh, aren't I? You could use streaky bacon. And all I'm going to do is take out the Parma ham, pop it on the board, and just pop it down there, and we're going to wrap the chicken in the Parma ham. So easy done. Right. And we carry on until all of the chicken is wrapped. When all your chicken is wrapped, what I do is wrapped in Parmesan, is I'm going to wrap it in some cling film, and just to wrap and roll it quite tightly and pop it back in the fridge. This will help it keep its shape, and obviously we're going to keep it nice and cool by putting it back in the fridge. So when they're all wrapped, we'll be back. Right then, that's the chicken all wrapped. I forgot to season, so I'll have to season before I serve. Aren't I silly? I've got the salt and pepper out as well. That's the chicken all wrapped, and that's going to sit quite happily in the fridge until needed. Now, by putting it into the cling film like this, I could double wrap it, and I could actually just steam it over a saucepan or in the Ninja, and then pop it into a hot pan with some garlic oil and fry it, and that would be beautiful. But today I really do want to do the all in one. So my next step will be to make a tomato sauce. You all know how to make a tomato sauce. There is a recipe on the website, on the page. So take a look, make your own, cheat if you want to. You'll definitely need to have a tomato sauce with this. It's up to you. We'll be back for the next step of dinner. Okay, then we go on to the vegetable part of our dish, and in here I have some broccoli and some cauliflower florets that I have just cut up, to which I'm going to add some oil. Now I use avocado oil just because I do like it. You can use olive oil, you could use vegetable oil, it's entirely up to you. So we're going to pop some olive oil into the bowl, and we want to get the vegetables nicely coated. Okay, so we've got that in, and then I've got some seasoned salt. Now the recipe for this seasoned salt is on the page, so do take a look. It's wonderful on vegetables and all sorts of meats too. So I'm just going to put in some of this. As always, it's seasoned to taste, so I'm going to be quite generous. Okay, and some lemon wedges. Just going to squeeze them slightly and pop them in. And then, I'm sorry, you know my favourite, get your hands in there, get your hands in. You can make sure you've got some of that seasoned salt on all of the veggies. Okay, so there you go, you can see they've all got it on, as have my hands, so quick wash. And a sheet of aluminium foil. That's all. You've got the oil in there, so you don't have to worry about sticking. Just tip those out onto the sheet. Let's not miss any of that lovely seasoning and oil there. Okay. And then we are just going to parcel it up. Our veggies done, and we do nothing now until we come to cook. Right then, it's time to cook this meal all in the 15-in-1 Ninja. So we start with fried pasta. Here I have 200 grams of penne pasta. Just going to put that into the bowl of the Ninja. And here I have some tomato based sauce. We've got tomatoes, onions, basil, salt, pepper, garlic. The recipe is on In the Kitchen with Pen. We're going to pop that into the Ninja 2. Right, and what we're going to need is we're going to need some water, because otherwise we'll get a burn notice and we don't want that. I've got about 200ml of water there. I think actually looking at this I'm going to put in a bit more, so it'll be 300 in total. Okay, so we're going to give that a stir. And now we go in with our double rack, and on the bottom rack, if you remember, there's the vegetables. Who's got it the wrong way round? What a wally. On the bottom rack there will be the vegetables, and is that right? Bear with. Right, sorted it now, I hope. So we've got the double rack, if this is going to go in. And it won't. Right then, so the rack is in there, and if you remember, I've got our lovely cauliflower and broccoli with the seasoned salt and the lemon in there. So that goes on to that rack. Then if I can get this right and please bear in mind this is the first time you're learning with me, or I'm learning with you, whichever way you like to say it. The top wrap goes on, and then we'll need to unwrap our stuffed chicken, and that will go onto the top rack. Okay, so we are almost ready to cook. I just need to wash my hands. Right, so now what we need to do is to pop the lid down, select, can you see, switch it on. We want to slide across to the middle because we want steam air fry, and 200, and we only want for 10 minutes. Oh, not 1 minute, Penny, 10. And we press start. And that's it. Now, theoretically, in 10 minutes, we should have a fully cooked meal, all done in the Ninja 15-in-1 pressure cooker and air fryer with the one lid. So keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see you when it's done. Well, we are on the final countdown, and it is tasting, I don't even know what it tastes like. It is smelling quite nice. So, well, what can I say except keep your fingers crossed. I really don't want to be serving up raw chicken. Hopefully that won't happen, but we're on 10 seconds now and we shall see. I've had to put the, what do you call it? Extractor fan on, because obviously it is releasing lots of steam, and there we go. That is finished. Once it stops, I'm going to switch this off so that I can hear myself think, and hopefully that means you can hear me. And let's take a little look if we dare. Oh, okay, dare we? Right, well, some of the Boursin is coming out, but you know, that happens no matter how you cook it. So I'm going to take the chicken out and put it onto this board here. Okay, because we want it to rest just for a, oh, I'm going to say little minute, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say, just for a minute. Okay, now I will take out this rack that contains the vegetables. Okay, so let's go back over and have a look at it. Wow, the pasta and sauce. You can't see, what a silly girl I am. The pasta and sauce, and if I'm honest, that's looking rather nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of my favourite cheese, not a little bit of mozzarella grated in there, and we'll just a handful, because we can add more ourselves. And just stir that through so we get some stringy bits. I mean, you can see how hot this is. So, right, I'm going to start dishing up. Well, I have absolutely no idea how it tastes, obviously, but I hope you'll agree with me that it looks pretty darn good. So let's just do one on-screen taste of the pasta. Oh, that's jolly nice. Oh, yes. And the chicken. It's really moist. It is cooked. I did temperature probe it. Oh my goodness, a definite winner. So, there you have a 360 15 in, let me see, a 360 pressure cooked meal. And realistically, yes, there was prep, but the time for me switching the cooker on to serving, about 19-20 minutes. So I don't think that's too bad at all. So thank you for being in the kitchen with Pen. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Any comments, write them down below. If you really like what we're doing, remember to hit the bell down there to subscribe. And if you hit the bell down there, you'll be notified every single time I put on, or Steve puts on, a new video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.